Alright, I've been sitting on this topic for far too long, and it's time I talk about this. What does One's Justice 2 Season 2 actually need for the game to succeed in 2021? Here's the thing, Season 2 is obviously going to be coming with brand new characters, and I'm super excited for that, as I do love playing One's Justice 2. It is honestly one of my favorite modern anime arena fighters past the Storm 4 era. There's a couple things that I'd like to see happen in Season 2 that could definitely improve the state of the game and the overall community as a whole. Now, there's one major component that needs to be changed in the online matchmaking system, and that is making lobbies larger. Now, if you guys don't know, My Hero One's Justice 2 has a very lackluster lobby system. When you go to play online, you have basically three options. You got player match, which is unranked, of course, 1v1, and you got ranked, which is, of course, ranked. There's stakes there, your points are on the line, and then you got create a lobby or find a lobby. Now, when you create a lobby, it's only two people, you and your opponent. So at that point, it might as well just be player match and ranked, because that lobby system does not see a ton of use. And I do believe that if they improved the lobby system and adding in extra functions into the online system, I believe the game could succeed far beyond what is currently possible, because every other anime game that has been released so far has had really bad lobby systems, and I do not understand why the developers keep neglecting this major component. The big thing is being able to have more than two people in a lobby at a time. Why is this important? Well, it allows you to foster the community and allow the community to grow as they enjoy the game. It's hard to have community-run events such as tournaments, live streams, and all that stuff when it's only you and then one other person. This lobby system allows for the competitive scene to basically be completely dead in the water, because there's no way to verify matches or stream said matches to begin with, and it's just not fun to just play one person, and that's it. The reason why that I love Storm 4's online, and the reason why that I believe it lasted as long as it did, not only because of the gameplay, but because Storm 4 had a very robust lobby system that allowed you to play with multiple people at a time if you so desired. If you wanted to play in a King of the Hill lobby with all of your friends, you could have an endless. If you wanted to host a miniature small tournament bracket, you could do that. If you wanted to play League for whatever reason, you could play League. It's a ton of fun, and there's a ton of options in Storm. You also had similar options in Xenoverse 2, which is why I believe that the Xenoverse 2 Storm 4 era was the last good anime arena fighter, because no other anime arena fighter has been able to get this right so far. Every anime arena fighter ends up dying off super quick in the eyes of the community, or rather the content creators and the streamers, the people that are trying to make content on the game and help people enjoy the game a little bit more. The reason why that it dies so quick and why you don't see a lot of people uploading these games is because there's not a whole lot to do. When One's Justice 2 originally came out last year in March, I really wanted to run a day one online tournament, and I couldn't because there was no lobby system that could facilitate such activity. It was literally impossible to do it, and right now the only possibility for anyone to even be able to do that is if every competitor had a PS5 and was able to share the screen to the TO. And where we're at right now, that's not really possible. Like I said, this is the one big thing that needs to change with Season 2. It doesn't matter if it's literally just taking the lobby system and making it more than two people, or them adding in new game modes. I would really love to see new game modes be introduced into One's Justice 2, such as tournament mode and endless battles as well. Endless battle is one of my favorite things to play in pretty much any anime arena fighter, as well as actual fighting games. In normal fighting games, it's just called King of the Hill, which is essentially what Endless Battle is. It's King of the Hill. I love that type of stuff because it's just very enjoyable to have all your friends in the lobby and try and beat each other up and so you can stay on top the longest. It's a ton of fun, and I really think One's Justice 2 should introduce that. And I think we as the community should use our voices to let the developers know, Bandai Namco and Baiking know that we want these things in the game. Not only would it give the game more sales, and in turn giving them more DLC sales, it would also help the community grow as a whole, seeing more people online, seeing more events being run in the form of whether it be online tournaments, community events, live streams, whatever it may be, playing with viewers, all that good stuff. It could literally be so many different things. Let them know that we want this, and this could help the game a ton. Like I said, characters are really, really cool, but they don't do anything. Characters are short-term content, okay? Short-term content meaning that you're probably going to play the character for maybe a day or so, unless you really, really like the character, and then that's it. It's just back to what you were doing before. And this is something that a lot of anime games in this day and age struggle with, especially if we're talking about games like Jump Force or Shinobi Striker, or even One's Justice 2 itself. One's Justice 2 is one of those games where I came back for Hawks, I played him once, I was like, hey, he's kind of cool, and then I haven't touched him since. The only other character that I still play to this day on the entire DLC roster, out of all the DLCs for Season 1, is Kendo. I only play Kendo out of all of those DLC characters that released in One's Justice 2 for the first season. Those DLCs being Hawks, Mei, Kendo, Tetsu Tetsu, and Gentle Criminal. I honestly did not touch the majority of those characters for the longest time, even though I was really excited for Gentle Criminal. I don't really like how he plays, but I do like Gentle Criminal as a character. I think he's pretty unique as far as movesets go, but I don't really like playing him, if that makes sense. I don't know how much sense that made, but that's pretty much it. You know, I enjoy the character, but I don't like playing the character, if that makes sense. But anyways, I digress. Like I was saying, DLC characters in the end end up being short-term content for even casual players and the more hardcore consumer. Adding in things such as game modes to increase the playability of the online mode would definitely be a massive bonus. Like I said, this is something that could definitely foster a community if done correctly. So I really, really hope that One's Justice 2, Baiking, and Bandai Namco end up coming to the conclusion that they need to revamp their online system. We don't need 3 different versions of 1v1 in the online mode. All we need is player match, ranked match, endless lobby, and tournament mode. And tournament mode and endless better have spectator, okay? That's very important. Another thing is maybe increasing the amount of people in the custom lobbies as well. So instead of having it be 1v1, maybe add in a couple more slots in there so that way you can have more spectators in the custom lobbies, you know, for tournaments. But even then, you can still do that in endless battle regardless, but I digress. I really think that stuff like this could be a great benefit to One's Justice 2 in the long term, especially since right now we're in Season 2. We already know that the release schedule for DLC is absolute garbage in One's Justice. Let me tell you, it took well over a year before we finished Season 1, and that was only 5 characters, okay? So I really think that we're going to be struggling this year for Season 2, and on top of that, we're crossing our fingers for a One's Justice 3 in the future as well. So I really do hope that we end up getting a revamped lobby system for Season 2, but we'll have to wait and see. Guys, please use your voices on Twitter, on Twitch, YouTube, wherever you possibly can to let Baiking and Bandai Namco know that we need this in the game for the long-term health of One's Justice 2. Alright guys, so yeah guys, that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, remember to leave a like, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. It's been casual.